Hi, happy to see you. Crochet any interesting stuff lately? This is Auntie Nat's Crochet. Glad you choose this video. Allow me to teach you how to crochet lovely and cute stuffs. I have thousands over videos, so do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner over here. It will mean a lot to me. And this time round, I'm going to make some keychains on sports with balls. So the first one in the series is football. This is the traditional football ball where it's black and white, and I'm using 3-ply cotton yarn. These are milk cotton yarn, because if you use 5-ply then the ball will be bigger, so I just want it to be smaller. Maybe you can also use lace yarn, I suppose, or maybe even thread. Those cross stitch thread, and you crochet, then your football will come very tiny, but it's kind of difficult for the eyes to crochet. I mean, depending how you want the thing to turn out. So these are 3-ply cotton yarn. So because it's 3-ply cotton yarn, I am going to use a 2.5mm hook. But because black color, with or without camera, I can't even see my stitches. White is a bit glaring, so I'm gonna use purple to show you how it's done, but you're gonna do it in black and white. So here I have done some of it. All you need to do is do some hexagon and some pentagon. You do hexagon. Hexagon means you have 6 sides. You do hexagons in white, and you do pentagon in black. Pentagon means you have 5 sides. So the black one you will need about 12 pieces, and the white one you need about 20 pieces to form a football. Okay, so you're gonna make 20 of these and 12 of this. So this is pentagon, this is hexagon. And now let me show you. It's actually very easy. You can get it done in no time. Only thing is, those who do not like sewing, there'll be a bit of a sewing because you need to join all the hexagon and pentagon together. Okay, now let the fun begin. Let me show you how it's done. First, you're gonna make a magic circle. Once you have a magic circle, you make a knot. Like this. This is a knot. Okay, so now let's say we are doing the pentagon. Pentagon means 5 sides, and you're gonna do this pentagon in black. So you're gonna you're going to do 5 single crochet into this magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Did you see that? There are 5 single crochet into that magic ring. Then you pull tight, pull this. So once you have 5 single crochet, now we're gonna work on each and every single crochet here. So if you do not know where is the first stitch, you can always count back the V shape here. You count back the V shape here, you go to your first stitch. What you're gonna do is, you're going to do 1 single crochet. You can add a marker just in case you want to know where is your first stitch. You do 1 single crochet, you chain 1, and you do another single crochet into that same stitch. So this is considered 1 set, and you're going to do 5 sets of this. Go to the next stitch and do a single crochet, chain 1, and go back to that same stitch and do single crochet. So go to this stitch here, you do single crochet, then you chain 1, you go back to this same stitch and do single crochet, because every time you do a chain 1 you create a corner. See, so we have 5 sets here, so which means you would have 5 corners, 5 sides, and you will make it into a pentagon. There, let me show you. Then you go back to that first stitch, you do a slip stitch, you chain 1 and you pull tight, and there you have a pentagon. See, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So you have 5 sides. I think this one is not that obvious here. Let me do that again. There, can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentagon. So you're gonna do pentagon in black, and you should do 12 of this. And now let me show you how to do the hexagon. Hexagon is very easy, it's the same thing, it's just that you have to do 6 single crochet instead of 5. So you do a magic circle, magic ring, you make a knot, and you have a magic circle. So inside this magic circle, you do 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You do 6 single crochet here and pull this. So we're going to do the same like just now. You go to this first stitch here, you do 1 single crochet, then you add a marker in case you make any mistake. Then you can go open up, redo until here maybe. So this is 1 single crochet, and you chain 1 and you go back to that same stitch and do 1 single crochet. This is 1 set. So since we have 6 single crochet, we're going to do 6 sets of this. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, go to the next stitch, you do single crochet, chain 1, go to that same stitch and do single crochet, go to the next stitch, you do single crochet, chain 1, and go to the same stitch and do single crochet. So all in, you should have 6 sets of this. It's just single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. All this chain 1 will help you shape the corner. And then since this hole here open up, you just pull tight. You go back to that first stitch. You do a slip stitch, a chain 1, then you pull tight. And you have yourself a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you will have 6 sides of this. So this is a hexagon. So for hexagon, you're going to use white color to do, and you're going to do 20 pieces of this. So which means when you come until here, you just cut the yarn and leave a bit of a tail so that you can join the hexagon to the pentagon to form the football. Oh, look at that. It looks like a black and white flower. Okay, now let me show you how I'm gonna join it. Each piece I do have a tail, and this is the back, this is the magic ring tail, so this is the back. So I am going to sew the back, and later I'm gonna flip it inside out. And the last part, when I'm supposed to add stuffing, I make sure it's the white part, so that the white part I can just sew outside here. Because here when you sew, you can actually see a bit of the black on the white yarn, right? Like this. You can see this. So I'm going to do in the back. So you need 5 white to go around this black. Black is a pentagon, so it has 5 sides. So you just find one of the sides will fit. You go to the side here, one of the okay, now it's facing me, the front loop. Okay, the loop that's facing you, and then you just go to this corner of the sides here, the back part. Make sure it does not show in front, and you just make a few stitches, just 2 stitches will do. And you go to the back loop and take the back loop, or should I call it the front loop and the front loop? Anyway, this is the back of the hexagon and the pentagon. It looks kind of messy now because I am just joining the black to the white. I haven't joined the white to the white yet. Okay, just go in like this. Make sure it does not show in front. And there I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, that would be the last one. Okay, let's get a 5. The 5th one, just put through like this. I do it on the back. Here you will have 2 stitch. I'm not sure if you can see. I mean, normally when you crochet there will be 2 stitches. Take the one at the back. So that it will not show in front. It will be something like this. There. Yes, it does look messy now. So it looks like a flower. So I've joined 5 of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onto this pentagon. And you're gonna use the white yarn to join here and here and here and here the sides. So it will kind of curve like this. I'm not done yet now, so that's why you couldn't see the curve. You see like it's a flat piece of flower. So you continue to do this. You can join all the pentagon first, but normally what I do is after I join this, I do not tie a knot. I leave it first because I might need it later on. Then I am going to sew this shut like this. Sew this. Once you have sewn this, and there'll be another black one here like this. When you put these two together, oops, when you join these two become one like this, these sides and these sides, you join it together and you will have a V shape here, and you put in your black, and you build one more here, which means these two share this, and then you build another 3 more, and slowly it will form into a curve and it will be a ball. So it's kind of big though. I mean, it's not that tiny, and this is 3-ply cotton yarn. So imagine if you use 5-ply or 8-ply. Okay, so I'll come back to you once I have most of it done and show you where to put what. Oh, look at that, isn't that pretty? So now this is nicely joined up. So every time when I join a black piece with the white, I'll use the black yarn to sew, and I sew on the inside of the ball. I'll just take the, there's a V shape here, you just take the one that is on the inside and leave the outside alone so that you won't see, And after you join the black, you make sure there are 5 sides. You make sure this black has 5 whites joined to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll see kind of holes here because it's supposed to bend. It's supposed to turn. So what I do is, once you're done with the black yarn, you have used the black yarn to join up all these 5 pieces of white. I will take the black yarn and the black yarn. I will tie a knot. And the extra, I will cut it away so that it won't get in the way. Just like this one, I already cut it off a bit. Okay, and now I'm gonna use the white yarn to join here. So when you join a white piece, you make sure every piece of white, because by the time you're sewing, you won't be able to see whether it's hexagon or pentagon. So you just count and see. This is 1, then you should join 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you should have 6 of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry. So here 1, here 2, then 1 more here, here, here. So you make sure you have 6 sides. So I'm gonna join this here with this. As for the white piece, when I join the white piece, I can do it in front because it's the white, and the white doesn't really show. So I can do it in front. I don't have to do it from the back. I can just do it from the front. Just go through that stitch like this. You can put both loops or 1 loop. Just take 1 loop, honey, will do. You join it like this, okay? So for example, like this is joined up nicely. And if you notice any holes here, you will have a bit of a hole in between here. You can actually put your needle, go to the back and make some stitches here. just cover up the hole. You can actually go from this stitch here to this stitch here, so that it will close up the hole. So every single piece here, when you join the black to the white, you will have a tiny hole. So you just use your white yarn, go do some patching here. And if you happen to see like the black yarn is over too much on the white yarn, then you just cover it up like this. Because once it's become a ball like this, it's not noticeable. All you see is just black, white, and you won't see the stitches. So I'll come back to you once I am almost complete and add stuffing. So I think I'll add stuffing at the area where it's white. Easier to add the stuffing in. Okay, this is like only 1/4 way. So I'll get back to you once the ball is like 3/4 through. So by now, it kind of curved into a ball, and it's kind of difficult to sew. So what I do is, let me show you, like for example here, this piece I need 5 white, 1 2 3 4, and there should be one more here. I would take this is the tail, should face inside, so I just place it here like this, and then I sew. It's easier this way. Then this piece is with this piece, same length. So did you count your number of whites versus the black? I mean, like this black piece is supposed to be surrounded by 5 white pieces. So this piece here, 1 2 3 4 5. So you should not have 6. If you have 6, means you did something wrong. So here, sometimes there's a small gap, but once you join this to this, the gap disappears. So if you want to get rid of all this, you can add a white stitch later on. So here, same thing, you just hold it this way, flip it like this, and you sew here. This side, flip it like this, and you sew here instead of sewing this way. It kind of difficult to hold this, so just flip it. So sometimes I would just flip it inside out. So once you get it right, then you fold it back. So I have a little bit more. I would leave the last one to be white so that I can add stuffing. Maybe another few more, then I'll start to add stuffing here, because this is not easy to add stuffing now because it will drop off. It's still kind of big hole here. So I'll come back to you and show you what's the progress. I've come to the last piece here. I leave all this outside in case I need to sew on this part here. And also, if you see anything like this, you can actually add this here. I mean, you can make a few stitches here and you will cover that up. And if you see any holes or like this is like uneven, I will use the black yarn, kind of make a few stitches like this. You just make it go through here like this. just go through it, it will become a straight line just like this. It was uneven in the first place, and when I did this, it become a straight line here, especially the last few here, because it's kind of tight and kind of difficult to sew, so that's why it's kind of stretched out and you can see the stitch. That's why I leave some of the tail outside so that I will be able to cover all this up later on. So now just add stuffing, plump it up, then we're gonna sew it shut. Okay, I've sealed every corner of it, I think. That's why I still have all this left on the outside, so that in case I have any holes, you can you know, make a few stitches here and there to cover up. Because sometimes after you add stuffing, it kind of stretch out and you can see holes like this. And let me get over there and do something about this. You can just seal it, make 1 or 2 stitches, kind of hold it back, and it will disappear like this. Okay, and now to add our keychain. I bought a wrong keychain. This is the keychain with the screw, where you can screw it onto your toy or whatever. Well, I'll just hide the screw inside. I'll just hide it inside. Just poke it inside and get my needle to go over this hole here. Make a few stitches here to hold it down. Like this. Maybe you can make 1 more. You can make a few more, in fact. And at the same time, see, like here I have a hole here. It's best that you get rid of all these holes, because there are certain parts that I think I didn't tie a knot. So when I add stuffing, it kind of open up and show me that hole, tiny holes. So you just make a few stitches here and there, maybe 1 more for the So do you like watching football? I'm one of those who don't really like to watch football. Okay, and you just hide it inside. Like this. There we have a football. And yeah, I want to show you this part here. Okay, like this. You see this, there are some crooked thing here, crooked stitch. And since I still have a bit of a yarn, let me show you how I'm gonna hide it. You see stitches like this, you go through, you pull the yarn, it will somehow come up like, you see this zigzag thing? just make it go through all this zigzag, and it's, oops, and you can make it go through that again. Oh no, I've made matter worse. It's good to have a scissors with sharp edge. You can make it go through this. Okay, here, like this. Let me try again. There, it looks kind of straight now. Then you make it go through this side here. And here as well. If you have extra yarn to do this, or else you just let it be. Sometimes the more we try to rectify, the worse it becomes. It will make matter even worse than before. And you just make it go through this black yarn here like this, and when you pull, it will kind of show like a straight line. And there's a white piece here that I want to cover up. And you check and see if there's any holes anywhere that you think you need to cover up. Lucky for me, this is a black yarn, so no matter how I pull to the other side, it doesn't really, you can't really see that I sew a line like this, right? You can't see, so it somehow got a straight line. So here, a crooked line again, you can just cover it up like this. Then you make a few stitches through and fro, make it go like a straight line. Now I'll just do on the part that I can see. Then I'm sure there are some I miss out, so I'll just let it be. There. Since I have extra, let's see, I have extra 2 more here. I think the rest is still fine. It was a mess inside, and I had a hard time stitching it up because when you have too many tails hanging inside, you're not sure which is which. Okay, now you just bring it to, if it's a black yarn, you just bring it to wherever it's black, and you can either cut the yarn or hide it inside. Oops. You can hide it inside. Oh, maybe I'll just cut it. I think I do not have any more holes to amend. And that's it. And if you want to know how big is this, it's about my palm. So I hope you like this ball. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I have a few more balls in this series coming your way. So do stay tuned, do subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in my next post. Bye for now.